gang? I'm back here with another video, and this time I'm gonna replace my power steering pump and my alternator. I got the battery light of death, and for a while now my power steering pump's been leaking. So I got the parts here. Let's get to it. I went ahead and I took apart the bumper, took radiator out, AC condenser, fan. But in order to do this job, you would just need to technically remove the fan, so you get enough room to get the alternator bolt out, room to pull out the pump and stuff. So this is unnecessary, but this gives you guys a better view of everything. So first thing we have to do is remove the belt, and it's got that little notch there, and a 3/8 ratchet head can turn that. Just pull the belt off after you loosen that up. Alright, taking off the belt. Just stick this in here. Go ahead and pull this apart. You can easily slide the belt off. Just gotta muscle this so you clear it. Inside of the alternator and out. That's it. It's out. Next, you want to take the belt tensioner off to get to the alternator bolts. Then you start loosening up the alternator bolts, 14s also. Alright, that's out. Long bolt goes on the top. But once you get the top one off, you gotta lower this one, which is a 13, or 12 actually. Shorter bolt goes on the bottom. Now you get like a pry bar of some sort to help you get this thing out. Now you want to disconnect the connectors over here. So for me, it was hard to get the alternator plugs without removing this pump. So it's a 24. This is the high pressure line. Make sure you put a copper gasket on it when you put it back together. You disconnect this connector down here. Then you just pull the return hose off of it. Pull this clamp back. Just yank that off, so let that leak out. Now you can just take this bolt off. Then in between here is that bolt. So that bolt and that bolt, power steering pump. So 12mm bolt. this bolt here in between the pump pulley, 14. That right out. Now all three of those bolts are loose. You can pry it out. Alright, to actually remove the power steering pump, you actually gotta apply like quite some force to get a pry bar. Pop this out because it ain't gonna come out easily. Now it's out. That's it. Power steering pump. That's the bracket that it sits in. That for the alternator. Once you get this bolt loose and this bolt loose, the top here, you can pry it right out. But this connector right here is really hard to get out. But then the 12mm bolt that sits on here that holds the wire down, the ground wire. They're really hard to get to, so I had to pull the power steering pump, which I was going to do anyways. That was the easiest way, but the hardest part is these two connections, and then this just comes apart. So that's it. That's how you get the alternator out of the G37. That's the high pressure hose place, the turn hose, the slips on it. And this is the let's see this way, the bolt that runs through it, the bottom. This is the top bracket. So that's it. Watch guys.